You don't have to be coy. Here's Ricky and Joy.
Hello and welcome to Nightcap, the bi-weekly web show consisting of two friends unwinding with the topics that make us hot. My name is Richard. I probably should have done that before we started, Poochie. And this is my handy-dandy co-host, Miss Joy. I'm a real live streamer. I'm a real pain in the butt, Nickens. Hello, Miss Joy. How have you been since our break?
Oh my gosh, living life, or trying my best to live life. Yes. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Today, I actually have a Jack and Coke. And it is real Jack Daniels. It's not like knockoff whiskey or something. It's what was in the liquor cabinet because I finally finished all the rum. I had the spiced rum forever, and I'm still waiting on my first paycheck from my second job. Yeah, so I mean, by the time I get that, it's gonna be really sweet. But excuse me.
Whoa.
I'm gonna make that a nightcap shot. Sorry guys.
It's okay.
Yeah, so there's that. I have been working like a beast. Fun fact, so you know how I work in activities now?
Yes. I've
For
heard.
elderly people?
Elderly people, yes, of course.
It's great because my friend Tammy, she's like, yeah. Or no, Kim was like, oh yeah. You know, technically you can say that you're in the adult entertainment industry.
Pretty much, yeah, they are adults. I mean, they're adults probably transitioning back into childhood, but yeah, no, they are adults.
Yeah, so I am in the adult entertainment industry. And fun fact, I think it's NJ Activities Professionals Appreciation Week this week. So hats off to all you activities professionals in the adult industry.
You help the previous generation not feel so bad about being in that previous generation.
Right.
Or I guess, bring joy to people's lives. So
you always bring joy to people's lives. Today was nail salon day.
Salon day. What happened?
Nail salon day. I painted only two people's nails because we're not allowed to have it took forever to take the nail polish remover because we have to use really crappy nail polish remover.
Well, that's okay. They don't need to be on there forever, right?
But my nails were good. They were very good. Let's see
who's here.
Yes, I see who's there. And should I? Oh no, wait! You should do it because you're the one that figured it out.
Yes. So, for all of those listening and soon to be listening, it's a special person's birthday. It is Rodney's birthday.
Woo! Happy birthday, Rodney!
I saw it on the thing, which is the Book of Faces, and I was like, oh my God! So yes, happy birthday, Rodney. Shout out to all the Rodney fans. Rodney. We've named our fans Rodney.
They are Rodneys.
They are Rodneys. So thank you for being dedicated, Rodney, and we wish you a merry, merry, merry happy birthday.
Awesome.
Aw.
Awesome. Oh,
love you, dude.
He's so sweet. We could talk about Rodney forever, but
word. I am still sad that I never got to meet him at PlayStation Experience, but
maybe just two ships passing in the night.
Honestly, it was a very packed 2 nights of ships missing. There was so many ships going on in that place.
Yes.
Didn't see them. Didn't even see anyone that looked remotely familiar to a Rodney in that place.
I know.
Oh, well, I also plan on going back this year as well. So
Rodney's gonna go back and look for you. But also, I feel like it's a two-way streak too. So he didn't see you either, and how many tiny little 4'5"
Bruh. I see you trying to come for my height. First of all, I'm 5'2.5". Second of all, I'm one of the only few looking black women in the whole place.
Yeah.
Like, if you see any of us there, I had my contacts in. I was looking cute, and I was with somebody completely different, interracial relations. You couldn't tell where I was at. Like, oh, I was all up in the place.
This isn't National Blow Up Rodney Day.
Word. No, but I wish that we were Facebook friends sooner, because I would have definitely texted, because again, even the girl that I hung out with, we connected through Facebook and we would message each other, and that's how we always like met up. So well, yeah, I'm sure you would have noticed for sure if you did see me. So yeah.
All right, Miss Joy, did you see anybody during this break that you haven't seen in a while?
Yes, I saw you.
Yay! So
it was so lovely.
Joy visited. She gave me a wonderful Christmas present, and I gave her Friday the 13th.
Yes. That's very good.
So yes, so finally we'll be able to play together. Both of us have Outlast, and I think we should like alternate. We should like we should stream together if she like lives close.
Yeah, I know.
There's got to be a way for both of us to like share play like at the same time.
I think so.
Yeah, just because I love hanging out with you and playing games with you. And I took some pictures of you hanging out with my nephew.
You did?
I did.
Pictures?
So, yeah. So Joy was hanging out with my nephew, and I wanted to show them.
Oh my God!
So this is Joy, my nephew, and Sophie the dog.
Look at me, my nerdy self. Oh my gosh!
And look at that little baby. That baby's like.
Who that bit?
I know. He's like baby shark do. Because that's all he cares about in life is like, yeah. And then this is how Joy lured him in with the iPad playing Baby Shark. He's like, wait, what? What's going on? I hear Baby Shark. And then he's like, I'm going to touch that iPad and make it go to Baby Shark again. And then
Baby Shark. I can't even think of how it goes now.
Baby Shark, Baby Shark.
You know, I was singing it like 2 days. Like I was singing it in a row of just Baby Shark, and now I can't. It hasn't even been in my head once.
Yeah, and now welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome back.
Let's see. Do you want to start off with some gaming, some TVing, or some movies? Both of us actually both have movies, so I think we should probably start there since we never
have movies.
We never have movies anymore. All right, go for it, Joy.
No, go for it. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I mean, I've only saw the one movie, so I'm glad. So my cousin and I treated him to see Jumanji, and it was a movie that I've been wanting to see for a while, and I was a little hesitant because I was like, I don't know if it's going to be good. And, you know, it lives up to the classic Jumanji. But it was actually really funny. They did a great job in terms of having Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart. And shout out to Alex Wolff from the Naked Brothers band, who is now a grown man. And I did not see him in what's the, not Netflix. Death Note. I didn't see him in Death Note, so don't even ask me about that. But the movie was really funny. They did pay homage to Alan Parrish. They did it. They kind of slept through it. But it's not like they were trying to recreate Jumanji in terms of like how the 1990s blah 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 movie was. So yes, they did a really great job, and I appreciated it for them trying to bring Jumanji to a new generation of people. Yeah. A new generation of audience watchers. So I give it 2 thumbs up.
Oh.
Yeah.
I saw the like majorly nominated for like Golden Globe movie Call Me by Your Name. Which was a sweet romantic story about a winter spring romance between an American that is visiting Italy to do some like archaeology, like research, and so he ends up staying with a professor, and meets the professor's family, so the wife, professor, and son, and about it's like a coming of age tale about this kid, and probably about like 3/4 into the movie, the relationship between the kid and the like the professor's assistant turns romantic, and it was just really sweet to see the lead up in the build of the longing of the kid, while the sex scenes were quite graphic and like wonderful, exciting when you're watching it in the movie theater, exciting. While the sex scenes and stuff like that were awesome, if you're thinking that it's going to be like, oh, 50 Shades of Grey or like one of those things, like, no, like the movie isn't about the sex, it's about the buildup and the relationship between the people, and then also the after effects. So I just thought that it was a really good movie. The cinematography was great. For me, when I was watching it, I was like, oh, like for me, I was like, the least interesting bit was the sex scenes, because seeing, Italy in 1983 was so great. The people and the music and just everybody smoking cigarettes, and the family has an apricot orchard and they're like super rich and they have like all this stuff. And to me, that's so exotic, just being in Italy and dealing with a family that has, enough money to, do all this stuff. I just thought that was fantastic. And I would say probably ladies, don't be intimidated to watch it, just because it's about two men doing the deed. Yes.
And then the deed.
Yeah, it was good. So that was Call Me by Your Name, and I couldn't say I can't really say anything bad things about it. I would just say that if you're not interested in like sort of like a slow layered pacing of a movie, then I would say don't see it. But if you want to be invested in these characters and understand, because really it's a coming of age tale with romance in it, I wouldn't say that it's a romance movie. Then if that sounds interesting, then see it. Also, I weirdly watched Flowers in the Attic. I watched the I think it's like 2014 Lifetime movie version of Flowers in the Attic. And that was weirdly good. It's about these kids that get locked up in an attic, and like their crazy grandmother like locks them in there because their father died, and the mother has no money, so she has to move out into her parents' estate, and like they have more money than God, except for the mother's not in the will because she married her father's half uncle, like her half uncle.
Ew.
Yeah, and then they had to hide the children away because the only way that she could go back is if they had no children together. So the kids are like literally hiding in the attic, and they're up there for like 3 years. And the two older kids are like finally at like breeding age, and they've got two younger siblings that they're watching after. And hell breaks loose. They do nasty things to each other. These siblings, but then again, also like weird, like realistically speaking, like it's sick and it's gross, but like they've also like been up there for like 3 years. They're like now like 15, 16, 17, and they have had no contact with anybody other than themselves. So like it's like weird, like it's like gross, but it's like in a weird way, it's like, well, what do you expect? Like they had nothing, Like
no, I feel you. I actually in Neptune there was a book. I had the book. I never read the book of Flowers in the Attic, but I know I had the book.
Yeah.
Don't know how it got in our house or who bought it. It was just there. You know how books just accumulate in people's houses.
Yeah.
So I'd never read it, but I looked it up on the internet and did read that that's what happens in the book. I was like, what?
Yeah,
I was like, what? Like,
Yeah, no. It was so back in like the like
I feel you.
80s, early 90s. This was like the Twilight, the like Hunger Games, like that. This taboo book was like what the girls were reading at that time.
Mhm.
Oh, and Mr. Rodney saw a couple of movies over this weekend. Excellent. He
I've
said
never
that
heard of them.
he said that he saw Buster's Mall Heart, and this crazy ass movie called Happy Hunting, and The Babysitter. I've not read any of those. Like, I know nothing of any of those things.
I've not heard of any of these movies. But of course, like when you said The Babysitter, I was like, oh, The Babysitter's Club. And I had never read those.
Not too. Which I don't know if you've watched that movie recently. It's terrible.
No.
Like, it's not good. It's oh no. Oh, it's really bad. Me and my brother love talking about how terrible that movie is. Not good. Hopefully The Babysitter is like a thriller movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
All right. He says that Buster Malhart has Rami Malek in it, the lead actor from Mr. Robot. And fun fact, he was also the one of the actors that was in Until Dawn.
Really? Oh, that game I still haven't played yet. Okay.
Yeah, that game that you need to play, and it's like really well acted. So
isn't he also in the new game that's coming out, Detroit? Ronnie, remember that game? At this point, I'm like, Ronnie, remember that game? I actually took a picture. I'm gonna post it on Facebook, Instagram at some point of 2018. I took a picture with one of the like android robots from that Detroit game, and it was a black woman, and I was like, oh my god! Like, I'll post. Let me find out. Just stop messing around and post it tomorrow. But yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. So, go ahead.
Yeah, freaking, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, Until Dawn, great game. Ronnie says that it's a suspense thriller that's pretty weird, and he totally just shut you down. He doesn't think that Rami Malek is in Detroit. It's Jesse Williams that is in Detroit.
Another light-skinned dude. Okay, so if it wasn't that light-skinned dude, it was another light-skinned dude that's in Detroit.
And as always, Rodney totally keeps us honest with our dog and pony show.
Thank you.
All right, so gaming-wise, you played what?
Dishonored. I finally beat it after messing around with it for many weeks. Finally finished it, for goodness sakes. It was great. It was better than I thought.
Oh, I don't even. Dishonored, does that have like multiple?
Dishonored is by Bethesda.
Okay.
That so I know they've made other great games.
Yeah.
I haven't played
Fallout and Scrim.
Yes. See, that's Scrim. Skyrim.
Oh yeah, that's what you call it.
So from the producers or the makers of Scrim and Fallout, Dishonored I picked up because it was suggested to me, and it was about without giving this away. Again, I played the first one, the first Dishonored, so hopefully no spoilers by now. It's about a guy, he's an assassin, and he looks out for the kingdom of whatever the heck you want to call it.
Okay.
Anyway, the kingdom is ruled by a queen, and she gets attacked. #dead. And so you, as the assassin, get framed for the murder of the queen of the kingdom. So it's basically you having to fight your way out of being blamed and to see who is really the bad guy in all of this. So it took a while, but I finally succeeded in defeating the game. And the queen had a daughter.
Okay.
And her name is Emily. So
do you guys like
No, this little girl, she's a little girl.
Never mind.
Yeah, she's a little girl in this one.
Never mind.
She's like 10 in the game.
She won't be 10 for long.
Exactly, because in the second game, this chick looks older. I haven't played the second game yet, but in the second game, you can play as Emily.
Oh.
Or you can play as the assassin from the first game, which is named.
And you can get it in.
Well, part of me kind of wants them to get it in, and then the other part of me is like, in the first game, she kind of looks up to me like a dad or something. Where she's like, Corvo, oh my god, yay! Like,
but then it could be like, I was just like hero worshiping you because I had a crush on you. Like that's how you, yeah. Be like, well, I loved you.
I loved you all my life, and now that I'm also of legal age, we could actually do things, Corvo.
In like weird retrospect, in that period of time, if she was like 13, if he wanted to get it in, he could have.
That is true. But I mean, the mother was there, and
but like that's like not.
Well, if anything, the mother and my character could have seemed like they were together, and then the daughter just kind of accepted it. But since the mother died, it was kind of like, damn, she's kind of like my own little daughter. So we'll see. And then the second game, I'm gonna play as Emily, obviously, because I want to know what happens. But then I also have the third game, and the third game has a black woman on the cover. So I'm kind of like really trying to get to what the third game is about.
Yeah.
So I'm like, who was? Because she wasn't in the first game. Who this?
Who this?
Who this? Who is she calling about? What's her story? So.
Yeah.
Yes, that was my whole dishonored story. Go ahead.
I don't know if Rodney has been playing the free game Fortnite. I know I told you to download it.
I did.
I played Fortnite and with my friend, my online PlayStation Network friend Chris from Canada. And he like plays some like Friday the 13th for me, and then I'm like, yeah, I'll play Fortnite. Excuse me.
Wow. Oh, he said that.
Excuse me, sorry. And way to break up the action, Richard. I know. Excuse me. So I played Fortnite, and that's a lot of fun. It's a battle royale game. I think I talked a little bit about it last week. It's fantastic, and they have a campaign mode, and I bought the campaign mode. And that's I bought the campaign mode. It's free to play, just the regular Fortnite. But the campaign mode is actually really fun. So I've been just playing around with that, not getting too much into it. So yeah, just doing that and regular Friday the 13th. And I mean, who knows? There should be a patch tonight or tomorrow. We haven't had a January patch, and like it's getting really crappy because 5,000 people have pocket knives, and that's just not cool. It's not. And playing a asymmetrical horror game when everybody has an escape method, like no, Jason's supposed to be like a badass. Like he's not supposed to, like everybody shouldn't have the escape method to like get to have like a pocket knife. Like I just think that's bullshit.
I heard the PS4 just like starting up.
Yeah. I did start up my PlayStation 4 because I wanted to see if there's a patch right now. So yeah, sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel so rude for doing that.
No, it's okay. I was gonna mention there was the indie game that I was sort of playing, and then I stopped because I didn't know what to do. It was the game. Oh God, it's not What Happened to Edith Finch. It's the other game. Dang, I wanted to mention this game, and now I can't remember the name of the game is called. Hold on, I'll look it up on the.
Ooh, Ronnie brings up some really great stuff. He says that he was playing an indie game called Lost Castle on his PC. He hasn't been playing any Fortnite, but he has watched some streams occasionally. And then he goes on to say that when dealing with Friday the 13th, people were complaining about Jason being too OP at the beginning, which is definitely true. Everybody was complaining about Jason being OP.
What's
overpowered. And then he also states in another comment, which doesn't make sense because he's supposed to be OP. And that's why the like diehard fans are actually really upset, because it's a 7 versus 1 game. Like, it's not supposed to be an even fight. It's supposed to be, you know, Jason, you know, freaking massacres everybody, and that's about it. You know, like, you should be, in the back of my mind, I'm like, if 2 people escape, like, that's like a failure for Jason. Like, that's like, at max 2 people should escape. You know, instead of having like, you know, like 4 or 5 or 6, which like I've been playing forever. So like, for me, that's exceedingly rare if like a lot of people escape, but that's because I've been playing for a while.
Or this
But
Jason
like,
isn't playing the game at all. He's just there, not doing nothing.
yeah, but like in retrospect, like there are a lot of people, like when you pick up the game, it should be fairly simple enough to like kill at least half of the people, which that's not happening. You know, there are games that I play and like 6 people escape, and I just think that's BS. It's not supposed to be like that. So I agree with you, Rodney. It doesn't make sense. He is supposed to be OP. He is Jason.
Right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then wait a second. So, and then did you find out the name of your not Edith Finch game?
Yes, it's called Dear Esther.
Dear Esther.
Dear Esther. And it's like, I don't know why I can't remember the name of this. Like, I can never remember the game. But when I see it on the screen, I'm like, oh yeah, it's Dear Esther. But when I try to mention it, I don't remember the name of the game. I got lost already. I don't know what to do. It's basically a game where it's not suspense. Like, nothing's going to come and kill me, but the game is entirely set up where it looks like someone's going to pop up and kill me. But no, It's just a game with narration.
Oh, so it's like storytelling, almost like how Gone Home is. Like, it's like this suspenseful thing, and it looks really freaky, but like there are no elements that can kill you. It's just it's a narrative, and it makes you wonder like the difference between like storytelling versus video games, and it kind of blurs the lines between gaming and art.
Yes, and I am kind of dealing with that because I really enjoyed Gone Home, but I don't know if I enjoyed Gone Home more because it had that storyline, or if it's because nothing killed me, or because in actuality, I probably would have loved if it wasn't one person, like first person, and if it was just like I saw a character like opening doors, like walking around.
Really?
I think maybe because I'm more used to third person.
Yeah.
That I just don't know if I liked it because of the story, which was a complete surprise to me. I bought the game on a whim.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This is like the second game where it's storytelling, but it's not like I'm doing anything. I'm just uncovering a story. So
yeah.
Am I gonna get The Vanishing of Ethan Carter? I've seen that game around, but I never had any reason to pick it up. Is it good? Is it just like this? If it's just like the game I'm playing now, then I'll probably pick it up.
And I just looked up the game Lost Castle, and it looks so cute. It's like
let me see on the screen.
It's an action RPG. It's an action-based RPG, side-scrolling like thing, and they're up to 4 people, and it looks so cute. It reminds me of Gaia Online ZOMG. They're
Gaia Online, what a throwback.
Yeah, Gaia Online. Well, I remember when it was GoGaia.com.
I wasn't there when that happened.
Yeah. That was like way back in the day, like 2006, 2005, 2006. Yeah. He said it's The Vanishing of Ethan Carter is definitely more story-driven first-person game like the others. And his response to my Go Gaia Online was, wow. And he's like, I remember Gaia Online. Yeah. I had a Gaia Online. I had a guild for it. I had a guild. It was a cinema watching guild when they first made the cinemas. but nobody ever uses that feature anymore. So it's so sad. They had like old like B movies. They had like really great they had really great movies like based on like other shtick. Like I know that they used to have like old like propaganda movies, or like this is how boys and girls should like this is what's gonna happen when your body goes through changes. Like sort of like old health videos, and it was so great from like the 1950s. They also had Night of the Living Dead, and you could just like watch with people. It was like royalty free videos, and it was awesome. He also says he remembers Ragnarok Online.
I don't remember that. I don't remember being online for that.
Okay, so I had a friend that used to play Ragnarok Online, and I wanted to, but since it had the monthly service fee, I think it was $10. That was the reason why I didn't. And then my friend moved to like one of the free servers. And then I was like too afraid to like download it because I didn't like trust it. So that's why I didn't have a Ragnarok account. Though I did see that they had a dancing like a dancing character, like a rogue like dancing like bard, and that's what my character would have been if I did an RPG that allowed slight modifications. I would, instead of being a bard, I'd be a dancer, because I just think that's really awesome to be able to like use your body and like mystify people and like attack, but like not be as like stuffy as a bard. Like I don't want an instrument. And he was playing on a free server, so at least I know that the free servers worked
back then. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, it's like there is somebody running a free server right now, and it probably has like a couple hundred people.
The closest I ever got to doing anything online like that was Phantasy Star Online. Yeah, it was. I mean, I'm sure it still exists, but I tried to download it and like play it on my computer, and then I got bored. I was like, nah, I don't want to play this anymore. Like, I thought it was like an actual game.
Yeah,
where you just do the story and just play with other people, and it was just like running around forever. Beautiful. It looked really pretty, but nah.
Fliff. Phantasy Star Online. He used to play Phantasy Star Online on his Dreamcast. Oh, Dreamcast.
I know.
Internet capacity.
There's nostalgia that's kicking in.
Let's see. You said that you've been watching Riverdale. Is it still really good? Or is it starting to lose a little bit of its steam right now?
I think it's still good, but others might disagree with me.
Okay.
Excuse me. Season 1 was really about, or really focused on, who killed Jason Blossom.
Okay.
And then the end of season 1 kind of wrapped up who they wanted us to feel like killed Jason Blossom.
Okay.
So now season 2 is about this person called the Black Hood, which is some person running around Riverdale killing other people for a cause. And he's instilling fear in the hearts of Riverdale citizens. So it's kind of like a big distraction, because that whole first season was like, oh my god, you killed a student. Like, why would someone ever kill someone like that? And now this whole second season is just like, who's this other killer that we have to figure out?
And it's probably also trying to make the first killer seem like a red herring.
Pretty much. Like, it's sad what happened with the first killing, but the second season is kind of like this ominous presence, always watching, always lurking.
Yeah.
And just kind of getting us into a deeper understanding of who the characters are. But again, not again, but I went to the mall like not minutes, but hours before I saw Jumanji. my cousin and I were in Hot Topic, and I had this long conversation with the shout out to the woman who was working at Hot Topic that day, because I got a bunch of
Which mall? Which mall?
Monmouth Mall.
Ooh, Monmouth Mall, New Jersey. Woohoo!
She hooked me up with some Riverdale merch, and we talked about Riverdale, obviously. And at some point, you will be seeing me wearing Jughead's shirt in the show. But one of my gripes about the show is the fact that Archie kind of seems like he is sexually pandering to everyone. Like, there's moments where he just has his shirt off and he looks like a greased up, oiled man for no reason. And I'm kind of annoyed at it. Like, Archie's cute. Like, the character's cute. But there are just scenes where he just has his shirt off. I'm just like, dude, you don't live in Cancun. You live in Riverdale, New York. Like, you jog around and he just gotta take the shirt off, and he's like a milky white dude. They make him look like he's Irish with the red hair, but he's not. Like, no. So, Archie is not my favorite character of the show. I like Archie, the actor, though. He's cute. My favorite people are Jughead and Veronica. I don't want them together. I just like Jughead. I want to dress and be like Jughead, but I am attracted to Veronica. Like, she's my favorite character of this whole thing. Like, Veronica all day. She's great.
All right.
So, watch Riverdale if you want to watch Riverdale, but
I love it when like you go off about like stuff like that. That always makes me so happy.
Because I feel like those are things that people won't talk about unless I mentioned it. So yeah.
Fun fact. Okay, so I watched Cable Girls, which I was gonna go into. But I have some breaking news as of today, and as of me checking my PlayStation right now. Dead by Daylight has a new chapter that just came out, a new expansion, and so Dead by Daylight is like not Friday the 13th, it's like the other game. And like they keep on getting like licensed killers, so basically like Friday the 13th is like, we have Jason, and then Dead by Daylight was like, we're gonna get Michael Myers, and then they got him, and then they were like, we're gonna get Leatherface, and then they got him, and then they were like, we're gonna get Freddy Krueger, and then they got him. So now, currently, as of today, they just got Saw.
That's what. Yep, he.
Yeah. So it's not even like really Jigsaw. It's Amanda. Yeah, the girl from the first movie and the second movie. So she's actually the first female licensed killer. So that's actually really cool.
What? I've never seen Saw. I've never seen Saw 1 or 2.
Yeah, so she, spoiler alert, you should have known this already. It's like 15 years, so I can say it. So you probably know the premise that these people have traps, and it's supposed to, they weren't using their lives anyway. So in order to appreciate life, you need it dangled, death dangled in front of you in order to appreciate the life that you weren't living. And this girl survived a trap, and then she ended up becoming like a disciple of this guy that he like passed his gifts on to and taught her how to do this.
Oh my god!
So it's our first female licensed killer, which is amazing.
Yeah, shout out to women.
Women can kill too.
Women can kill too,
right?
but at a less than equal pay. Women kill for less than equal pay.
Or you could even say, but like she was inspired by a man. She was taught by a man. If I wanted to get whatever. So I was going to talk about Cable Girls. I'll talk about that next week. It's a Netflix show. Really amazing. But we are going to keep on schedule because I worked a double today, and I work double tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow.
Ooh,
So,
are we gonna announce our new schedule?
yes. Thank you for keeping me honest. Oh my gosh, it's so
like you
awesome
say
having a
next week.
co-host. All right. So, fun fact. This. All right. So from now on, instead of saying Nightcap is going to be, every other week, we have a permanent schedule in place. Bum, ba, bum. It is going to be every first and third week of the month. All right.
Okay.
So, you know why we are going to be the first and third week of the month?
Why?
Because we are a little odd.
So it's first and third.
Yes.
Every other week.
Yes.
So we're still bi?
Yeah, we'll still be bi. We're still bi. We are still the bi-weekly web show. It's just now instead of like being like, wait, was it like, because some months there are 4 or 5 Tuesday. Like it gets watery sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So just
like
first and third.
Yeah, first and third. That way it's like easy to remember. It's still 2. But that way it's easy to like look at the calendar and say, oh yeah, tonight's a Nightcap night. Instead of like those nights where every once in a while, like Joy will be like, is it tonight? And I'll be like, no. Or other times I'll get a text message and like Joy's like, it's tonight. And I was like, oh, shh.
Mm-hmm. Cause I'm like, there are times where I will be like, okay, I know it's Nightcap. And then it got to the point where my friends in BB, they know it's Nightcap. And I'm like, is it though? And then I was like, oh crap. And they're like, oh, you got Nightcap tonight. And I was like, oh yeah, where you right? Like
I like how they know but they don't watch.
No, they do.
I just think it's funny. It's just like
they know my schedule, so
no, it's really good. So now like it's good, and I can like start like posting stuff that way, because like it's a little bit ambiguous, because then people are like, wait, but is like, how do you know if it's the 2 week or the not week? Or so that way it's one of those things that we can put down, and it's easy to remember, and it's easy to advertise.
First
first and third, because we're odd.
But 1 and 3 is 13.
And I like Friday the 13th, so
boom.
Well, you can just remember they're the odd ones, because we're odd.
We are pretty odd, yeah.
We're a little odd.
But we're great.
Yeah. Excellent. And Rodney has breaking news that there will possibly be a Duke Nukem movie created with John Cena in the role. Oh, Duke Nukem 2000. You can pee in that game.
I have a childhood nostalgia memory with Duke Nukem. So back in the day, there used to be a store, not Blockbuster, but something kind of off Blockbuster, probably called Hollywood Video or something. Either way, when I was a young girl, I used to get a lot of nosebleeds, and I used to get called out of school for them because my nose would bleed so much. So anyway, my mom would pick me up, and she would take me to this video store, and she let me pick out video games to play, and I would pick the most gruesome teen adult games, and one of them was Duke Nukem. I don't remember if it was Duke Nukem Forever or Duke Nukem 2000 or whatever the heck it was. However, I was too young to be playing a Duke Nukem game, and I'm sure the cashier was like, this little black girl don't need to be playing Duke Nukem, but her mom said, so I'm just going to do what the mom said. Duke Nukem was one of the most gruesome, very mature PlayStation games I've still ever played in my life, where police were pigs, literal pigs, and Duke Nukem would just like have sex with busty blondes, and that was the damn intro. And then we would just murder everything. But it was great. So I welcome Duke Nukem as a movie with John Cena.
John Cena as Duke Nukem. Yeah. And also Rodney with the intel, there's going to be a Black Dynamite sequel. And he said, oh my gosh, to your comment. That's
Rodney, and you, please. If anyone wants to, I hope that anyone has seen the new CW show Black Lightning. Because he said Black Dynamite, so it made me think of Black Lightning. Rodney, if you're watching Black Lightning, that's awesome. We should watch Black Lightning at some point. I think it's gonna be a great show. And yes, so putting out
the vibes, the Black Lightning vibes.
Black Lightning. I just hope that it does really well and is very successful, and I continue to support Black Lightning. So yes. And then Black Panther. Oh my god.
coming out. You're gonna see that before our next right? Will that be out?
I think it's coming out the February the 18th? Either the 16th or the 18th.
So we'll have one more nightcap before you give us the intel on that.
I want to stroll up wearing my blackest of black outfits. I don't really have black outfits, but I hope to just wear all black. I don't know. I just want to be there in solidarity with like my cousins and everybody and just watch Black Lightning, Black Panther.
Black Panther, yeah.
February 16th. Okay.
February 16th. All right. And also Lent is February 14th.
Lent?
Lent. Yeah. That's like
Lent? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wait, you're not Catholic?
No, I'm not, but I do the
You do the Lent? You do
No, the people at the place that I work at.
Oh, they do Lent?
Religious, yeah, religious people go over and they like preach to them. And I love the fact that they do that. So like there was like a reminder like, oh, Lent's gonna be coming up. I was like, oh wow. I was like on
Valentine's Day?
On Valentine's Day, I'm like, that's terrible. All right.
Well, don't restrain from sex then.
I know. Unless you're giving up like boring sex for Lent. Hey.
You can do that?
No. You're supposed to give up something that's actually meaningful to your life. So.
Oh, well, boring sex is meaningful in my life.
Oh, all right. I'm good with my topics. You good with yours, Miss Joy?
Yeah. Oh, just real quick. I did finish a book. It's an audiobook, but I still kind of read it / listened to it. So if anyone wants to do that, y'all should start doing some audiobooks. Listen to them. Maybe they'll get you through some hard times and some good days or bad days. So yeah. Shout out to Tiffany Haddish. I love her. She's awesome. The Last Black Unicorn.
Yes. And as you can hear, my PlayStation sounds like a vacuum cleaner. That's like an issue. That's my PlayStation.
I thought it was a plane, just like flying overhead a little.
No, I should probably vacuum it out, right?
It's just your PlayStation 4.
That's literally my PlayStation.
Yeah.
I turned it off, and like that's bad, right?
Oh, how long have you had it?
Like 3.5 years. I got mine before you had yours.
Yeah.
So I probably that doesn't sound, but I've been religious like for the first bit of time. I didn't really like I used it off and on, but I've been using it really badly now. And it's also like sitting on like a blanket, like on top of a blanket. So that's not helping.
Probably doing so much hard work, like trying to live.
I should probably. Yeah. Well, it's because it's covering my thing. Anyway, thank you for watching Nightcap, the bi-weekly web show. My name has been Richard Pucci. This is my wonderful co-host, Joy. We love you, Rodney. Happy birthday. I would sing happy birthday to you, but we can't because that's $1,000 in royalties. This Dog and Pony show barely has any money to
survive.
Pay for PlayStation Plus.
Exactly. Oh my
God. We want to thank you so much for watching. Yes, Mr. Rodney, I will see if the fan needs cleaning. That sounds perfect. You are you're the backbone of Nightcap. We love you. Happy birthday. I'm sure you're a wonderful 23 years old. Keeping it fly. We will see you on the first week of February.
Yeah.
Woo!
First and
third. All right, Nightcap. The 1st and 3rd weeks of the month because we're a little odd. Thank you for watching and have a great day. All right. Thank you.
I'm waiting for that intro.
I know. Okay, and
Oh,
this
the
is gonna be
outro.
this is gonna be the second. This is okay. So I'm not playing. Typically, this is when we'd play the old one, but just because it's still new, I want to play the rock one.
Yeah, no, of course, please.
Okay. It's the last time that we're doing it as an outro.
No,
Here's Ricky and Joy.